everyone, welcome back. Today I'm sharing everything that I'm loving with you right now. So it's basically a favorites video. I didn't do this, or maybe I did do it last month, but we're doing it again this month because I do have quite a few things. I've tried out so much new makeup in the past few weeks. It's crazy. So I have a lot to share with you, but I also have some skincare that I've been incorporating into my routine that I want to share with you. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and let's get into it. Before we get started with the video, I did want to thank Dossier for sponsoring this portion of the favorites video. If you're not familiar with Dossier, they make luxury inspired fragrances for a very small fraction of the retail cost. When I do my favorites videos, I always like to share what fragrance I'm liking at the moment from Dossier, and I have two this time. These I've had for over a year, but I kind of put them away, brought them back out again, and I realized how much I love them and I like pairing them together. So it's these two, both inspired by Jo Malone fragrances, which I'm sure you're familiar with. They are very popular and very expensive. The first one is Floral Berries, and this one is inspired by Peony and Blush Suede. And this is one of the most spot on fragrances that they have, in my opinion. I've tried so many Dossier fragrances at this point, and this is one of the closest to the actual fragrance. They are all very close, but this one it's identical. I'm telling you, I have owned Jo Malone in the past, and this smells just like it. This one has top notes of peony, red apple, and berries. Middle notes, rose, carnation, and jasmine, and base notes, suede, accord, and musk. And this is, if you like florals, this is the perfect spring fragrance. When I think of spring, this is one of the first ones that I think of, which is why I pulled it back out to use it again. But what I've really been liking is mixing it with this one, Woody Sage. This is inspired by wood sage and sea salt from Jo Malone. So this one is obviously very different from Floral Berries. The top notes on this are fig tree and grapefruit. Marine notes and amberette are the middle notes, and the base notes are clary sage and amberwood. So I find that if I do one spray of this and one spray of this, it gives me the floral from this that I love, that true peony, rosy smell, but I get a little bit of musk from this, and the two together, one spray of each, is just the perfect combination. I've kind of talked about in previous videos, I basically like two types of fragrance. I like florals and I like more musky scents. So I get both of those with these, and when you mix them, it's like I get both of the things that I love. So as you can see, Dossier packaging is very minimal. Not a whole lot going on here. In my opinion, that's a good thing. I personally love a nice, sleek, plain, simple bottle for perfume. It looks clean sitting out, and I really like it. One of the reasons Dossier is more affordable is because you're not paying for the packaging and you're not paying for the brand. A lot of what you pay for with luxury fragrance is the packaging and the brand name. With this, you're just paying for the fragrance. They range anywhere from $29 to $49 depending on which fragrance you choose. Another thing I love about Dossier is you are able to return a fragrance. If you order it and you don't love it, you can return it, and they do donate the returns to charity, so nothing goes to waste. I do have a discount code with Dossier that I will put up on the screen and in the description box. Thank you again to them for supporting me and sponsoring this portion of today's video. I want to move into skincare first. I kind of go through phases with skincare. I don't typically switch up my skincare routine super often. I kind of stick to things that I like. However, I do every now and then enjoy incorporating some new things. And in the last 4 or 5 weeks, I have started using 3 toner essences. So I think 2 of them are considered toners and the other one is considered an essence. Now I am not a dermatologist or an esthetician, so I'm just kind of sharing my experience with these things with you guys. But I basically, to give a backstory of how I started using these 3 products, is I discovered this lady on TikTok. Yes, TikTok. And I think she just popped up on my For You page one day, and I'm not sure how old she is, but she has beautiful skin. I mean, stunning skin. Like, I stopped the minute she popped up on the screen, and I'm not talking like because she smoothed her skin with a filter or anything. You can tell this is her natural skin. It's not like the beauty tool or anything like that. She just has beautiful skin. Well, she was in this video that popped up. She was doing her skincare routine. And of course, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to know what she is putting on her skin. So that leads me to these 3 products. And she said she uses these morning and night. So what did I do? I went and I ordered all 3 of them, and I've been using them for a little over a month. And I am thoroughly enjoying these. So first one is this, and this is by Acwell, I think is the brand. Acwell 5.5. It looks like this. So these are 3 Korean skincare products. And this lady, I will link her TikTok in the description box. I don't think she does YouTube or anything else, but I will link her below so you can go follow her. But she believes, or she practices, the Korean beauty method, which I don't know a ton about it, but I know that they believe in layering essences, like layering multiple, not just one, but layering them over each other. And that's what I've been doing with these 3 things. So the first one is Acwell, and the reason I was very intrigued by this is the second ingredient in this is licorice root water, which I know in products I've used in the past, my skin loves licorice root. Anytime licorice root is in a product, I am very tempted to try it because my skin just reacts really well to it. I think it's because I have more sensitive skin, and that is a very calming ingredient for anyone with sensitivity. So I wanted to try this, and this is a pH balancing cleansing toner. So I'm going to tell you what it says on the back. It says a pH balancing toner that uses licorice root water to hydrate the skin and refine skin texture by removing dead skin cells and impurities. And this is the first one that I use in the Korean layering method, and my skin loves it. My skin loves these 3 things. I love them so much that I look forward to using these in the morning and night. So I do this in the AM and the PM. So this is step 1. Step 2 is this one, and this is from the I'm From brand, I think is what it's called, but this is the I'm From Rice Toner. So it looks like this. It's like a milky looking toner. Again, this is a Korean skincare brand. I have B-roll of me applying these this morning that I'm going to put up on the screen, but I go in with the Acwell first, then I go in with this. This one is milkier. So this one really just adds hydration. I mean, extreme hydration. It just looks like you're putting milk, honestly, all over your face. And rice, again, is very calming. So I have very sensitive skin, as a lot of you know, and I just try to be careful with what I put on my skin. I look for anything that's a calming or a soothing ingredient. And rice also seems to work really well for me. Now, this is just a totally different texture than this one. This one is more watery, this one is more milky. And then the third one is this one. So this they describe as an essence toner. This is the MadeCera Cream Double Essence Toner. And I actually read online that they actually refer to this product as strawberry milk, I guess because it's pink. But all 3 of these you do have to shake before you apply them. So this one is the final step. It is also a milky kind of texture. So this one has tons of ceramides in it, which I already know my skin loves. Again, that really plumps your skin. It protects your skin barrier, which is very important, especially if you have sensitive skin. And my skin has been loving these, you guys. I can't see myself stopping this little trio of products, and I know some people may think it's excessive to layer 3 of them, but I'm going by this Korean beauty method, and so far my skin is responding really, really well. So I've been really loving these. So I will link and put up on the screen the name of this beautiful lady that inspired this skincare, because she is stunning and her skin is stunning. I've also discovered a vitamin C that I absolutely love. I've tried so many vitamin C's and I found some that I liked over the years, but this is my new favorite. And this is from Maelove. I feel like I'm very much way behind on this. I feel like this was super popular at one point on YouTube, and I think it still is, but I just don't hear about it as often. But this is the Glow Maker Antioxidant Serum, and this product was sent to me. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. This came to me just in time because I had just finished up a vitamin C. First thing I love about this is it does not smell bad. I have used certain vitamin C's, and even if I like them, the smell is a little bit off-putting. This one does not have a weird smell, and it's very thin, very easy to work into your skin. I literally just pat it in, and that's it. It's not sticky, but it does leave a really pretty glow on my face, which, you know me, I'm all about the glow. So this has vitamin C and E, ferulic acid, and sodium hyaluronate. And I believe ferulic acid is a calming acid that can be in vitamin C if you have a tendency to be kind of sensitive to it. I know ferulic acid is supposed to help kind of counteract vitamin C irritating your skin. So that's something to note. But I have been loving this. So excited to finally have tried this. I've been hearing about this for years and years, and I was so excited when they sent it to me. So far, I'm loving that for a vitamin C, and I do go in with that after these 3 toners essences. And then I do have an eye cream. This is more of a skin prep before makeup eye cream. So I am very extra when it comes to eye creams. I have eye creams that live up here in my office where I film that I apply right before I film, but then I also have eye cream that's in my skincare routine that's downstairs in my bathroom. So this qualifies as a skin prep eye cream, and it's very affordable. It's this one from Good Molecules. It is the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. So this is supposed to reduce signs of puffiness, which I don't have puffy eyes currently. Maybe I will at some point, but I don't really struggle with that. But it also plumps the appearance of fine lines. And you guys, when I use this under my concealer looks good that day. And I've tested it with numerous concealers, not just one specifically, but this is a really thin gel consistency. It just smooths under your eye. I even put it kind of in the inner corner, and you do have to give it like a minute or 2 to kind of sit down before you go in with anything else. I think it's very important regardless of your skin type. If you're gonna apply corrector or concealer or both under your eyes, I think it is so important to prep your eyes again. Even if you've already put on eye cream in your skincare routine, I think 5 to 10 minutes before you do your makeup, you need to apply a little bit more. That's what I use this for. I randomly picked this up one day. I was in Ulta, and I think I saw it in the checkout line in where they have the minis. I saw one of these. I just picked it up just out of curiosity, and I love this product. I've had it sitting with my everyday makeup for the past month, and every time I use it, my concealer lays beautifully over the top of it. So I really recommend this from Good Molecules. I do have some other skincare products that I'm also testing right now, but it takes me a while to decide that I want to put skincare in a favorites video. I have to just absolutely love it, and sometimes it takes me a while to kind of just determine if I do or not. Stay tuned on more skincare, but let's move into makeup. And first thing I want to say is most of what is going to be in this video are not things from my Sephora hauls from this recent sale. That stuff for the most part is too new. I may mention like one thing from there, but most of this is stuff that I've been trying for quite a while now, and I'll give you updates on the Sephora haul, but this stuff is not really from that, just so you know. I have a primer that I have owned, and I've been sleeping on this primer, and I pulled it out again probably 2 weeks ago, put it on my desk here to really test it with everything. And this primer, every time I wear it, my makeup wears and looks its best, and I just feel like it has to be from this. So the Milk Hydro Grip, I know this is not new, obviously tons of people like this and have been talking about it, but this is one that I have owned for a long time, and I kind of just pushed it to the side. I was using the e.l.f. Power Grip, which I also love, but there is something, I'm sorry to say, about this one, and I don't know what it is, but my makeup looks so good when I use this. I don't know what it is. I really don't. It's tacky, but I actually find that this is a little bit thinner in consistency than the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one works great too, but the consistency I do think is a little bit different on the two. This one is, it still gives you that grip and that tacky finish, which is nice, but it's not quite as thick as the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one works, but I do think it is a bit on the thick side. This one has the same effect, but I have to say I like and I enjoy using this one a little bit more. I've also re-fallen in love with a corrector that's been in my collection for a long time now, almost a year, I would say, and it's this one from Pixi. You guys, I feel also that I've been sleeping on this one. I put this in my everyday makeup drawer this past month, and this is one of the reasons I love doing those videos, is I feel like I rediscover makeup when I do that, and that is definitely the case with this one. This is great, you guys. This is the closest thing to the original Bobbi Brown corrector that you know that I love. It is a true peachy pink. It is not too peach where it looks orange, which is key for me. I do like a little bit of the orangey undertone, but I also need a little bit of pink in there. This is a perfect mix of both shades. The only thing with it is, I will say, I find this works the best if you get your finger, really get it in there and warm it up on your finger, and then use your finger to apply it. I'm typically a brush girl when it comes to makeup in general. I don't really use my hands or my fingers that often. But for this particular formula, kind of like the Sigma corrector formula, it just works the best with the warmth of your finger. This one is pretty full coverage. So if you have pretty dark circles, I would definitely recommend this one. A few of you have actually mentioned to me that I keep mentioning this corrector in videos, and that's why I have really been enjoying reaching for it. And on the days where my dark circles are at their darkest, this is a good formula to reach for. Moving on to foundations, we will start with the one that I have on today. And if you've been watching the last few videos, you might not be shocked by this. I'm sorry. This one, you guys, the 24-hour breathable foundation luminous matte finish. This is very good. I hate to say it. It's very expensive, but for a fuller coverage. Now, I would not reach for this just to throw on some makeup really quick and leave the house. This is definitely more of a special occasion foundation. If you want your skin to look really perfected and flawless, this is a foundation for you. I will say you need a very, very small amount of this. Today, I pumped out 1 pump on my hands. I did not need the full pump. I can definitely do my full face of this foundation with half a pump. So it is very, very pigmented and it spreads. It's a matte finish. So I personally prefer to pair this with a glowy primer, or even if it's not a glowy primer, prepping your skin really, really well. Like, you should look like a glazed donut before you go in with this. Today I used the Hydro Grip primer from Milk, and then I did use a little bit of Say Glowy Super Gel, and I just kind of focused it right here on both of my cheeks. And this has kind of been the combo I've been doing. This pairs really well with this, I think because they're opposites. This is matte. This is very, very glowy. This is total opposite. I have also been loving these. If you saw my Rare Beauty video I did a few weeks ago, a lot of the products you're going to see today you saw in that video. I found so many things that I love from Rare Beauty, and this is one of them. So this is the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer with SPF 20. Now this, like I said, is the exact opposite of the Gucci foundation. This is not full coverage. This is very lightweight, a light medium coverage at the most, and it's pretty dewy, pretty glowy. So this is a perfect everyday type product for me. I have two shades. I have 26W and 14W. I like to use a little bit of both. And because they're in this squeeze tube packaging, I literally just take it and squeeze it right on my face. Blend it in and you're good to go. This one blends in seamlessly. It's very effortless and it's a beautiful, beautiful tinted moisturizer formula. I do really like it with the Rare Beauty brush. I actually use the Rare Beauty brush to blend the Gucci foundation today. So this is the Rare Beauty foundation brush. Another thing that I have been loving, you guys, these are very nice brushes. I wasn't expecting to love these as much as I do, but I love to pair this with these. And then one more foundation that I've been loving is this one from Jane Iredale. So this is their Pressed Mineral Powder Foundation, and this was sent to me a few months ago. This is my favorite powder foundation that I've tried. I used to be a Bare Minerals girl. I still like Bare Minerals, but I love that this one is pressed and it's very easy to apply. It also gives you pretty good coverage pretty quickly. Sometimes with powder foundation, depending on the formula, it can be kind of hard to get the coverage that you want without it looking heavy or cakey. I love to take it with a kabuki brush. This is their brush, but you could use whatever you have. Tap it in there, and then I literally just bounce this on my skin, and it gives flawless, beautiful coverage, but it looks natural. And you can also buy the refills for it. You don't have to buy a whole new foundation each time. They have this little hole in the back of the compact, so you just pop it out and put in a refill. It is more of a matte finish, but again, kind of like with the Gucci foundation, I love to pair this with something glowy underneath. So like the Say Glowy Super Gel, Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, something like that. And then using this to just kind of tap over your skin. You get coverage, but you have a little bit of that glow showing through. This is also very nice. I actually only have one concealer to share, and I tried this in a video, I don't know, like a month and a half ago or so, maybe a little longer than that, I can't remember, but I am loving this drugstore concealer. It's Flower Beauty, you guys, the Get Real Serum Concealer. I've been using this quite a bit. I haven't been using it in the last few videos because it's been all about Sephora lately, but I love this concealer. I have never loved many drugstore concealers, to be honest. I love NYX's Bear With Me. That's been my absolute favorite since it came out, really. This is up there with that one now. This is fantastic. I wear the shade Light. It's a very lightweight formula. It's a serum, so it's very thin and kind of liquidy. A little bit does go a long way. I actually also love this applicator. The doe foot is it's round, so it looks like this. I have been loving this. This is the concealer I have on today, and I wear the shade Light, so that is it there. It's hydrating, but it's not so hydrating that it moves all around and sinks into every little line. I would say it's a medium coverage. You're not going to get full coverage from this, but I am not easily impressed by drugstore concealers, but this one is up there with my absolute favorite, NYX Bear With Me. All right, moving on to bronzers. Now, I've kind of mentioned I've been on a bronzer kick lately. I've been trying so many. A lot of them are still brand new to me, so that's why none of them are appearing in this video. But there is one that I've had for a while, and this is the one I've been consistently reaching for the last month or so. And it's the Rare Beauty bronzer. You guys, these are so good. I've had this one, which is Happy Soul. I've had this since, I don't know, back when these were super popular the first time, and they only had, I think it was 5 shades. I had this one, which is Happy Soul, and as you can see, it's very warm. Very, very warm. Then recently they came out with some new shades, and this was one of the shades, Bright Side. This one is more cool. I would say it's more of a neutral, leaning a little bit cool. So you can see Bright Side is here, Happy Soul is here, but I've been reaching for Bright Side so much. Bright Side is what I have on my face today as bronzer. For me, this is cooler toned, but it has enough warmth to it that it's not so cool toned that it looks gray on my skin, but it does still add a little bit of that depth and shadow to my cheekbones without being gray. So I've been using this one a ton, but I also like to use a little bit of both shades. So I'll use Bright Side and kind of focus it right here. That's what I did today. And then I'll take Happy Soul and add a little bit over the top and then a little bit to my temples. They are so velvety. I feel like I use that word a lot, but this formula, that's what I think of. It is velvet. Like, you cannot mess this up. I wish you could feel the texture when you blend these. They are just silky, smooth, thin. These are also great to underpaint with if you like to do that. These are really nice to apply first and then go over the top with a tinted moisturizer or something. 10 out of 10. Love, love, love these from Rare Beauty. Moving on to blush. Again, I'm sorry, from Rare Beauty. I know it sounds like they've sponsored me in some way, but they have not. I bought all this Rare Beauty with my own money. This has been one of my favorite blush combos for the last month and a half, and it's these two. Both from Rare Beauty. So this is one of their new shades in Worth. So they came out with Worth and Virtue for this last launch. And Worth is just absolutely my kind of shade. It's a rosy pink. So that is it there. But my absolute favorite thing to do with really any of the blushes, but especially that one, is I love to mix it with the highlight in Enchant, which is a very light pink. So there is Enchant and Worth. I mix them together and apply that as blush, and 10 out of 10 combination. And on top of that, when you use this, the brush from Rare Beauty that was made for the blushes, you cannot, if you have trouble applying the Rare Beauty liquid products, especially the blushes, you guys, this brush, all you have to do is put them on your hand, get the brush, work it into the brush, like really get in there and coat it. You have it on there, you literally tap it on, boom, that's it. There is no blending issue. It takes little to no effort if you apply it this way. Moving on to brows, and again, I'm sorry, this is also from Rare Beauty. This has been my absolute favorite brow product I've tried in quite a while. It's the Shape and Fill Brow Duo. If you saw my Rare Beauty video, I'm sure you probably remember my reaction to this. I was not expecting to love this. This was not even one of the things I was super excited to use in that video, and I ended up loving this more than a lot of the things in the video. I loved a lot, but this was up there at the top. I absolutely love how my brows look with this product. So you get a dark shade and a light shade. I use the dark shade the most, and I kind of focus that pretty much on my whole brow other than this very inner corner. And I even use this cute little brush that comes in here. It's so easy. It's so genius. The packaging, the application, everything is just perfection with this. If you like a very fluttery, natural looking eyebrow, you need to try a brow powder. I've been sleeping on these because I wish I had known how much I was gonna like it. I would have tried it sooner. But I just love how easy it is to apply and how soft my brows look when I use this. Moving on to eyeshadow, I have been, again, consistently reaching for pretty much the same eyeshadow in the past few weeks. And the first is what I have on my eyes today. I've mentioned these quite a few times at this point, and I am very sorry. Yes, they are pricey. In my opinion, they are worth the price, and it's the Surratt eyeshadows. You guys, these were gifted to me, which is so kind and nice, and I'm just so grateful. This is one of the things that I fell in love with from Surratt. So if you're not familiar with Surratt shadows, you buy them individually. So there's 4 little pans here, and then you buy a palette and you create your palette. You insert them in the palette yourself. They do have a few pre-made palettes as well. When I tell you this formula, if you like soft eyeshadow, soft, thin, glowy, natural, ethereal looking shadows, that's what you get with these. They are just stunning. I love all 4 shades. Today I have on a little bit of all of them. So I started with this golden, kind of a peachy brown. I put that in my crease and the outer corner. Then I took the pink shade right here and added that on my lid, kind of in the center of the lid out. And then I took the light champagne, kind of gold color, put that in the inner portion of the lid. And then I did use just a little bit of this taupey bronze color along my lash line before I went in with my liquid liner today. And this just brings me so much joy, you guys. I can't say enough good things. I plan to buy more of these because I love them that much. But this little palette, I have been constantly reaching for it. I also fell in love with, again, from Rare Beauty, the Discovery eyeshadow palette in Give Yourself Grace. So I included this in my Sephora sale recommendations video. I tried this for the first time in my Rare Beauty video, and I fell in love with this palette. I fell in love with many things in that video. These are amazing, you guys. They are, again, more of a satiny formula. These were very surprising to me. I did not think I was gonna love them as much as I do. But one of the things I love about this is this color story. I feel like this is very unique. You get warm and cool in here. I feel like that's very hard to find sometimes. Usually most palettes lean one way or the other. It's kind of hard to get a little bit of both, but you do get that with this. And not only that, but the formula. The formula is, again, very soft and buildable. You're not going to get intense pigment with this or the Surratt shadows. They are very more muted, natural shadows. The colors, even the ones that look pretty intense here, like this kind of reddish brown, on the eye, it's very soft, very diffused. They're very easy to apply, very easy to blend, very user-friendly. Highly recommend checking out this formula from Rare Beauty. I know she has a few different color stories, but I absolutely love this one in Give Yourself Grace. There's only been one mascara that I can't shut up about. I am sorry, again, from Rare Beauty. The Perfect Strokes mascara. This is my current favorite. This was the only mascara I put in my Sephora recommendations, and it's because nothing has come close to this. Nothing. I do have several drugstore mascaras that I love. Elf Lash and Roll, still a favorite, but lately this has been the one. I have been reaching for this consistently every single day, whether I'm filming or not. This is the one that I have on today, and the only thing that would make this better is if it came in brown. This gives you volume, it separates, it lengthens. For me, it does it all. It does not smudge or flake on me. This is fantastic, and this is not even the most expensive mascara that you can get at Sephora, but it is 10 out of 10. Let's talk about what's on my lips. I'm going to start with lip liner, and I know I've talked about these, but I think it's been a few weeks since I mentioned them. These from Essence, the 8-Hour Comfort Matte Lip Liners. These are so fantastic, you guys, and I think they're like $4. I got Rosy Nude first. These are creamy, but they're very matte and wearable. They're not dry or uncomfortable on your lips, and what's the most impressive thing to me is that they last. These, they're not kidding. You can drink, eat, go about your day. I'm telling you, these last on your lips, and they are $4, which is fantastic. I love Rosy Nude so much that I went and got another one, and this one is in Cinnamon Spice. So this one is more nude. Rosy Nude is more pink. This one, I have both shades on today. So I lined my lips with this one today, which is Cinnamon Spice, and I kind of lined all over with this. This is a beautiful contouring lip shade for me. Then I took the original one that I had, Rosy Nude, and I kind of filled in the corners of my lip with this. The combo of these two, you get a little bit of nude, a little bit of pink. I love them. You guys, these are fantastic. You have to try these. And then on top, what I have on today, the new NARS Afterglow Shiny Lipstick in Dolce Vita. If you've been around my channel for a little bit, you've probably heard me say I love NARS Dolce Vita. That is one of my favorite shades of all time. I love it so much. I have pretty much everything from NARS that comes in that shade. And this is their newest lipstick formula. It's a balm and a lipstick and a gloss, like all in one. This is everything that I love in a lip product. If I had to choose a lip product, it would be a glossy, balmy product, which is exactly what this is. And it comes in my favorite shade ever, which is Dolce Vita. And then one more lip product. I don't have this one on today, but I've worn it in a few other videos, and it's a lipstick from MAC. This is one of the Luster Glass lipsticks in Thanks It's MAC. This actually kind of reminds me in formula of the NARS lipstick that I was just talking about. It is, again, that shiny, balmy type lipstick, which if you can't tell, that's what I love. This one is actually kind of similar. Let me swatch these two next to each other. So this one is MAC and this one is NARS. So NARS is a little bit more pink. MAC is a little bit peachier, but I love them. If you like that type of lip product where you get some color, but you also get moisture and a little bit of shine, kind of like a lip gloss, you can't go wrong with either of these formulas. I love them both. One final thing I did want to mention is actually a YouTube channel that I've been using for a few years, but really consistently for like the last 6 months. And I mentioned her before, but her name is Cummings, and you may be familiar with her. She is a personal trainer. She does workout videos here on YouTube every day. Every week, I should say. She does about 5 workouts a week, and each month she does like a new training program, but they're all at-home workouts, so you can do everything from your house. You don't have to go to a gym. You can, but you don't have to. And I have been using her workouts on and off for years, but in the past 6 months, I've been doing it consistently, like 5 days a week, and I thoroughly enjoy it. You guys, I am not a sporty kind of person. I did not play a sport in school ever. I am not a sporty kind of girl, really. That just never interested me. And I do come from a family of sports. My brother played baseball in college. My dad played baseball in college. My mom has always been very athletic and into exercise. I was always kind of the outlier, and I don't know, I guess I just never really found anything that I enjoyed, and I finally have, and I've been doing these workouts at home and loving them. So I wanted to mention it because I have seen such a positive change in just my everyday life from doing these workouts. It's good, obviously physically for me, but it's so good mentally as well. And I'm honestly to the point now where I look forward to doing her workouts every day. And that's just a crazy thing to say because I'm, like I said, I'm not a sporty kind of girl. I'm not an exercise kind of girl, but I guess I am now. So I wanted to mention it in case you are someone looking for a new way to work out and you're not a gym person, you want to do something from home. I would highly recommend her channel. I will link her below, and she's actually about to start a new program. She does a program every summer. It's called Summertime Fine, and it's May, June, and July. It's like a 3-month program, and it's free. The YouTube channel is free. You don't have to pay for anything, and you can do it all from home. So I wanted to mention it because it's become a huge part of my daily routine and I've really been enjoying it. So if you're looking for a new fitness workout routine, definitely check her channel out. I will link it below. All right, you guys, that is everything. That's all the things that I've been loving recently. Like I said in the beginning, I am trying out a lot of stuff right now. So if you didn't see something in this video that's newer to me, it's just because it's a newer product and I need some more time to kind of gather my thoughts. But these are all things that I can confidently say I absolutely love and recommend. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will have everything listed and linked below for you as always. They are affiliate links, so if you do make a purchase through them, I do make a small commission that supports me and this channel. I also want to thank Dossier for partnering with me on a portion of today's video. I will have that link and discount code in the description box. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.